things I knew I should, like knowing, like I'm filled with so much fucking knowledge. Like I came around, I was raised by some great people in my circle. Like my foundation on this earth that was surrounded by me, I had some great individuals in the early stages of my life who gave me game on everything that I'm supposed to know, right? Things I'm not supposed to do, things I wasn't do, things like if I did choose to do it, if it was bad, they showed me the best way. Like I had people out here show me the best way to be bad. And I had people show me the best way to be good. And I showed people that said, and I look back and I'm like, damn, I have all this knowledge and all this shit in my brain. Why is Rameek Brown so far behind? And it's because I'm getting my own way. I'm blocking my own blessings.
Are you talking about money?
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about just not even money, because money comes and goes. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about like being behind into things that I want to achieve in life, like things that I want to do, like
your own house, your pool.
Yeah. All that's like the simple things in life, you know.
Yeah. But
like, yo, that comes down to be like, you know, like I got to get out of my own way, you know. That's the main thing, because I be in my way a lot, you know. Like I learned that as a team, and like I can't be the quarterback, bro. Like I got to stay on the line. Like my position is the line. Play the line. Don't try to be the quarterback if you can't throw the ball. Stay in your position, and everything will get better. That's how I look at it as, you know. And like I've been following that program for the last 6 months, and things are coming together, you know, things are getting better. But then like I want it like so fast. Like I gotta learn to take it like it doesn't come fast. Like my grandma told me, you know, a while ago, she said, Rameek, if you've been fucking up for 5 years, you can't expect the world to give you praises because you've been good for a year. You gotta balance out that 5 years of fucking up before people start even believing that, yo, oh yeah, this guy's on the right path, you know, because if you're doing bad for so long, the second you do good for, like, say you've been bad for like 10 years and you do good for 3 years straight, they still gonna be looking at you kind of sideways, like, I'm not too sure about this guy, you know. It's only a matter of time before something goes crazy again in his life. We don't know yet. He's like, he's that wild card in the situation. And like, I try to get out of that, being that wild card. I don't want to be that wild card anymore. And I know I'm not in my head, and I keep worrying about what society thinks about me, you know, and I got to get that. That's my biggest problem. That's my biggest problem, worrying about what society thinks, how they look at me as. And everybody says like, oh, it doesn't matter what nobody thinks, but you really do care what people think. It's just common.
Oh,
it's just normal.
Yeah.
But a lot of people try to front like, yo, I don't care what nobody thinks about me. I don't care what people think. That's a bunch of bullshit in my eyes.
You don't care about the things unless it's the things that you care about that people think about you. You know what I mean? Like me, I don't care about a lot of things, what people think, but there's some things that I really do. You know what I mean? And those things I protect. You know? So fucking everybody. There's nobody out there that doesn't care what people think about every single fucking thing. Or else what are you? Or else you're not a man then.
I think people.
That's the part of being a man, is having having pride about certain things.
Yeah, but you think pride is pride? I don't know. I don't know. You think that's pride that's making me care what people think? That's the pride in me?
Yeah. But I don't think that's bad.
Well, I don't know. Like
that's how it is. That's what I think. I think mostly for maybe men. You know what I mean? Like we need to feel good about ourselves, that we okay, maybe maybe this isn't good, but you know, I could do this. Like, you know, like I got this in order.
Yeah.
Order. You know, I don't know. So
look, it's like to me, like it's like I put myself in like small achievement levels. Like I want to accomplish this first, then to get that goal done, then I got this goal done, then get this goal done. If you make small goals, it's like in sports when you play against shitty teams and you get more, like it's like even like when you ride a skateboard, like yo, you do the 3 stairs enough times, boom, 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 your confidence get up and you can go for the 10 stairs. And if you don't make it, you don't feel as bad as trying to go for it the first time you see it. Because the first time you see it, you're like, damn, that's just kind of sketchy. But you build the momentum up, and then you get that energy to
Yeah.
go for the bigger set, you know? And that's right now, I got the momentum, but I get to the spot to go ride, and I'm like, shh. I pedal, crank, and I grab the brakes, shh, and I don't go for it. And I'm blocking myself because I got to take that leap and go for it and put the effort into it, or else I'm going to just be stagnated, like right here, when I feel like I should be up here.
I don't know. I think like you got to pick one thing and you got to just stick with it.
Yeah.
You know, and it just takes a long fucking time. And it just builds.
Just stay with it for a long time. Well, my one thing, like, I don't know. My one thing would be just like, I don't know, fixing cars is pretty good for me, you know, so I'm sticking with that.
So you just focus on that. People
And
fucking work for years and years and years until
yeah,
maybe
so why is it like that for
their own
us?
job after years and years, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, so
That's how it is for
why is it
everybody.
like, why do we have to like work so much at this one particular thing, right? Like they set us up to go to work every day, come home, pay your bills, live this thing right there, this simple shit, and then like, what?
It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks dick, bro. It's like the worst. It's like the biggest. It's the biggest rig ever. Like, yo, you're gonna work every single day, and then these bills are gonna come. You're gonna pay these bills, and if you're late on these bills, we're gonna make you look even more like a piece of shit. And then like you're never gonna get this. And if you do get an elevation of a raise at work, and you're making good money, and like you feel like things are going good, you get the bigger house. And then once you have that bigger house, you're like, damn. After a couple of years, you're like, I want bigger. Why are we not ever happy? Like, I feel like right now, maybe because I don't have it, but if you gave me a fucking cabin in the woods and it was mine, I'll be happy. Money makes everything easier, but it makes everything, it does, but it wouldn't make it happy, make you happy. Money does, money does make it easier.
To an extent, though. Like, I like, people say, oh, money won't make you happy. Well, yeah, it will, because it'll give you the freedom that you want. You know, it's basically just freedom.
Yeah, and also, it's also like how far you like. It's like what you had to do to get that money. Like if it was just it's like say me and you were on here talking all day long, and all of a sudden it blew up, and we getting fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars from having this podcast. It'll be easier for us because like we're like, damn, this is just fun. We're just having a good time. But if we actually have to sit down and figure out a program and try to fucking draw a diagram or design it for a car, and it finally sells and we get the money. It's like we went through so much stress. Is it really happy money, you know? Is it really, really happy?
I think it's one of the main things that brings you happiness, but I don't think it's, by far, I don't think it's the thing. You know what I mean? I think the thing is family, is like, you know what I mean?
I think
that, but
yeah.
money's important.
I think that I feel like the genuine love from people around you, whether it's family or close friends, will bring you more happiness. But the only way to really get that genuine love is to succeed and be successful in life. Because nobody loves a loser. It's hard to love a loser unless it's really like a real close family member. Because it's really, really hard to love somebody that's a loser. It's hard to. So people only love winners.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know. I think like if you ask like what is the meaning of life, not bringing any type of belief into it of
No
a
religious, just straight up no religious beliefs.
Yeah, because I could tell you something that's, I'm talking about material flesh and blood on earth. What is the meaning? Is you in a free will, you know, in the free will of life, like what is the meaning of it? I mean, what is it to make children? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, if it really boils down to it, is it to be rich and be happy and rich? Or is it to, I don't know.
See,
to fall in love, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I
Yo,
mean?
that right there,
I think to me, the family, it's the like to have kids because then you're gonna die and then they're gonna live on and the whole point is to get a chance to teach them everything you know and teach them how much you love them and that's it. And then everything after that is what you believe in and everything what what happens after you die and what you were supposed to do in order to get to heaven, things like that. But
yo, but it could be crazy. Like you say, all right, family's very, very important. Like I was raised, like family's like the number one thing, right? Family's big, right? But you got to, then the money part comes involved because like, how are you going to have your family happy or have your family secure and safety if you're not producing money? So if you're not a provider for your family, it becomes harder on your family now and harder on you as an individual that you're not doing what you're supposed to do providing wise, right? So then you start getting to that spell of like, damn, I'm not a provider. You start thinking about other ways to provide, which is not being the right way. And then you come caught out there, jammed up. Or it could go the other way. You can have an awesome job, but you work so many hours, you're never there with your family, but your family's having the greatest life ever because you're buying everything for them, you're giving them security. They don't have to worry about anything because everything's provided for them by you, but you're not physically there. So that's not a fair trade neither, It kind of has to be a balance point, Because I know people whose parents have mega money growing up as kids who had everything, all the new shit, but their father was never there, So is that the same thing? Or their mom was never there. Their mom was always working, or their dad was always working. Like the family structure was broken, but the materialistic things were there. The material things were there. So like, how do you balance that thing in life that, you know what I mean? Like family and finance. How do you balance the family and the finance part, Because you got to financially provide for your family, but you also got to be there emotionally for your family. And it's hard to be in two places at the same time,
Yeah.
It's very, very hard, because like there's going to be days that it's like you got a serious job and you like making big money, like anybody, like an artist or an athlete or something, or anything, an actor who makes crazy money. There's gonna be birthdays they miss for their kids,
Yeah.
because they gotta do a show or something, or they gotta go play a game or something like that, or they're gonna miss like when your wife gets sick or your mother's sick. You might be able to get one game off, but then these guys is giving all this money. Like, yo, you gotta come. We need you, bro. Like, we understand your family, this thing, but we're providing your family lifestyle they never had before, so we need you here.
Yeah.
So I guess to break it down, I mean, the most important thing in life is freedom, bro. Like if you have like, but how do you get to that independent freedom? Is like if you decide to if I decide to myself, like, yo, listen, get $100,000, which is not a lot of money. You go somewhere in the woods, you buy a cabin, and you fucking move that trailer into the woods, and you fucking grow your own plants, and you just become a vegetarian, and you can live off that money forever. You will be happy. But everybody's like, yo, this nigga's a nut. He's crazy. He's in the middle of the woods. I'm not fucking with Rameek. Rameek's living in the middle of the woods right now. But I will be happy like that, Like nothing around, just chilling, Like I went to go visit my boy Danny in Pennsylvania. And PA is so, I like it a lot, but I just don't like the cold. But the way of living is so easy, bro.
Yeah. I mean, what is he? Live in a trailer?
Nah. He bought a house, but he got a house that was foreclosed out there.
I wouldn't.
He got a house. He got a house that was foreclosed out there for $7,000, bro. So he outright bought it because it needed to be like it was a fix-me-upper. He does that kind of work for a living, so he outright bought the house. Doesn't owe any money on it. Just got to pay property taxes, right? And he's really like the first time I ever seen him, he's like happy, and I'm like, yo, that's what I asked him, like, yo. I was like, why you seem so happy now? He's like, yo, I finally have freedom because I don't do pay property taxes, which is $1,300 a year with me. So he's like, I own my house. Yeah, I'm still fixing, working on it. I gotta go to work, obviously, to fucking provide food and stuff for my house, but I'm not forced to work, He's not on that treadmill of life just running, going nowhere. He finally got something that he physically possess, so that made him happy. So I went down and talked to him when I was out there last time I seen you guys. I went to PA first, and I came to New York. So I wanted to talk to him and like asking him. And he's like, "Yo, in PA, got a lot of property. You can, but yo, this land, I can get 3 acres of land in a house for $130,000 in PA. 3 acres of land in a house with 130,000, which is not really a lot of money in American standards, but that's great for me. I can live forever. Like I'll be chilling in Pennsylvania, bro, and I can get another job. That's the thing that I'm doing. That's the part of my life right now I'm deciding on. Do I stay in Arizona? Because I'm doing good here. Don't get me wrong. I'm very, very happy here. You know, the weather's good. I'm getting good pay. I got a good job. Everything is going good. But to get to that level of like really, honestly, me being happy, I just want some land. You know, I think that it's time for me to just really just walk around with like a farmer. You know, I just want to be a farmer and just like grow some crops and just chill, like just be away from this everyday hustle and bustle of like getting caught out there with social media, everything, like all this shit that we think matters, but when it really comes down to it, it doesn't matter. I was holding so dearly onto it, like holding it so tight in my grips, bro, like so tight in my grip. The funny shit you said when I came into the barbershop and I see you guys like, yo, Zul, you wearing sketches? And like, it's like I didn't realize, like I don't even care, like you know, like I don't give a fuck about that shit anymore. But in a million years, you're like, damn, I wouldn't wear no sketches before, bro. But like, to me, it don't even bother me anymore because I have bigger things I'm worried about right now, you know. And I want the super freedom. But enough of me, man. What's going on with you? Why are you fucking feeling depressed, man? Like usually John Michael's the guy that brings everybody's depression away. Like you should be happy, bro.
Well, it just goes like that sometimes.
Yeah, you know.
And it goes out.
It goes in, it goes out. That's good. But long as
you know what I've learned? I've had this shit since I was a kid. You just wait till like there's nothing you could do. You know it's gonna pass. You know you're gonna wake up. You know you're gonna wake up. You're gonna fucking get out of it. You know it's not gonna last forever.
it's a short stay.
Few
It's all
days,
right. It's a short stay.
and
All right, cool. That's
then
good.
it's back to what you got to do. You know.
Yeah, back to the reality. See,
So
like
like
you can't be depressed. Yo, look, you want
when
to depressed? Look at my hair. Look at this hairline, bro. That's depressing, bro. Look at your hairline. You're like, look at this shit. It's gone. That's to be depressing.
I get depressed, I just don't try to apologize for it anymore. Like
Nah, hell no.
what it is. Like I know in a day or two I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be back to fucking business. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because that's what I do every fucking time. So like if I need to take a day or two out and do nothing and fucking if I need to like lay down, you know, in my bed, turn my phone off and can't like I get to the point where I can't even handle the phone ring. You know,
Yeah. I get to that point too, man. Like I
and
feel you on that.
I can't really shut down anymore. Like I'm too old. I got too many things going on to
Responsibility. Yeah, too many things
totally
going on.
shut
Yeah.
down. But like I sometimes I have to halfway shut down and be like, listen, like you're gonna fucking wake up and you're gonna fucking be back to business. So just fucking take your day off and relax and relieve your stress because you know you're not gonna stay like that. You know,
All right, that's good then. You
try
know,
to do that. It's hard to do. It's hard to do it. Do it.
yeah. The hardest thing when I
Like
get depressed, I
beat
do this.
myself
It's
up.
so
You
fun.
know what I mean? I get
It's so
overwhelmed.
funny, bro. When I get depressed, I shut everything down. I don't want to work. I don't want to talk to nobody at work. And like, I'm always a happy spirited person. And they're like, yo, what's going on? What's wrong? And I'm like, damn, I don't even want to answer these people. Like, they don't. And I feel like people out here in Arizona, I don't have to answer them at all because they don't even know me. You know what I mean? Like, I have no, like, you know what I mean? Like, not even remotely close guy to give them any kind of explanation of like, why am I not happy or what's going on in my brain, you know? Back home, obviously, like, when you live in a household when everybody, like your family's there, the most
comes from.
depressed. Yeah,
Worry
but I
about
have no.
every fucking thing. You worry about things that aren't even
That
gonna
don't even matter,
happen,
yo.
might happen. That fucking you know,
Yeah,
you
like I keep.
worry about all these fucking things that you're trying to do, and they all just keep adding up and fucking, you know.
Yeah, I know. I feel you on that, yo. Shit keeps adding up and going crazy and crazier and crazier.
And
But
like
the
normally,
shit.
I would just fucking drink or smoke. You know what I
But
mean?
that's
But
like, yo, I
that
found
anymore.
out.
Can't
I
do that
found out
anymore.
now that that doesn't. That right there doesn't even
The
help it. It makes it
heroin.
so much worse for me.
Normally, I just get a bundle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yo, that shit don't help me anymore. Like going to
Help,
the outlet of
help at
like doing
all.
drugs or getting high or anything like
It
getting
helps for the
high.
moment.
You know, it works for. We think, yo, honestly, now I sit back and think about it. Every time that I ever chose to go get fucked up because I was depressed, I got best times, bro. But when I come back to reality, like I come back to face the music of everything that I left behind for that 3-day run that I went on,
It's worse.
it made it so much worse. I'm like, what the fuck just happened in those 3 days? Like, I don't even know, yo.
Yeah, I can't even do that anymore.
Of course not,
That's
bro.
all.
Like, it's not. That's not even a fucking a thought in my brain. Like,
I just sit in my depression now.
you just sit there, and
I
like look at
fucking
it, like in
ride,
the.
I just fucking ride it out.
Yeah, bro. I sit there and I look at mine sometimes. I look at my depression sometimes, and the best thing for me to do when I'm depressed out here, I just take a walk. I just walk around. I just walk around the town, take a walk, come back, sit down, you know, get something to eat. I eat good when I'm depressed too, man. I don't know. I'm a heavy eater when I'm depressed, man. I start eating crazy.
Yeah, I can't even eat
Oh,
when I
so it hits you. Yo,
when I
it hits you hard. It
get
hits you
really
real hard then.
riddled with anxiety and everything and depression. I can't eat.
Uh, yeah, well, like when the shit's like on you, like depression starts hitting you like a fucking ton of bricks. When depression hits me hard, the hardest time since I've been here in the last 6 months, the hardest time I've ever been depressed is when I first got here, I got the job. I knew that my license was like a little bit of twisted, but I would fucking try to like switch it up like, oh shit, da da da, whatever. So I knew my Arizona license was good. So I got my Arizona license and I'm thinking like, oh, New York's not gonna catch on, New York's not gonna catch on. But you know, all that shit came back. It
Okay.
caught on. And
But
my job called me into the office, was like, yo, Rameek, you're a great worker, but we need you to go down to DMV, straighten out your license, man. I'm like, what do you mean? My license is right here. I showed it to them. I showed them the card, and I was like, I got my license right here. They're like, yeah, you physically have it, but we did an insurance run every 6 months. Our insurance rate got to come down. We got to call back from our lawyer saying that one of our employees has suspended license out of state. So damn, I'm like, shit, bro. Like, what am I gonna do? I just made this whole big transition to come to Arizona to try to do better. So I'm like, damn. And that was the biggest depression because I was sent home. And I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? So I contacted a lawyer out here in New York, and the lawyer was like, yo, Rameek, the new law is they can't suspend your license for not paying a ticket in New York anymore. They can't do it. So he's like, you have to just physically make a court date, open these cases up, and then boom, it'll give you time to get some money together while you at work in your new job, and then you could go pay it. So for the first 3 months, I was out here, I was like $3,500 in the hole. So like all the money that I was making at work, I had to send to New York to fucking pay for my license so I could keep the job I had here. So when I got over that accomplishment, I felt like, damn, I could do anything now. Like that was my biggest dilemma I had since I've been in the process of trying to succeed, you know? That was my biggest dilemma, which I'm happy because like, yo, no, you know, the shit happened with that case I was fighting in New York. So when I got through that, I thought I kind of felt like I was invincible. Like I was like, yo, man, these motherfuckers, they can't do nothing to me, man. Like I'm Rameek Brown. Like I'm shaking and baking and doing anything I want to do. That's what I felt. And I was like, yo, you got to fucking humble yourself, man. You got to slow down. You beat this one thing, but you better chill the fuck out, because if you do something that's, you piss out in public, they're gonna smoke you, bro. So then that's that's what I've been just chilling. I'm like, I see shit going on, like the fucking weirdest thing. I see shit going on, I go the other way. I used to be going towards this shit. I go the opposite way, you know? And then when I came back, I see some old friends and they were doing crazy things, and I almost caught myself caught up in the mix. I'm not gonna lie, but I called Jamel, like, yo, Jay, yo, man, you gotta come get me, bro. Before something goes crazy, come pick me up. He's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm here. He's like, you're here in New York? No, no, no. So he came and got me. Thank God I made it through that situation. Nothing happened. So I was blessed with that, you know, like, and I feel like we all need a strong family support system, and we can get through all this form of depression. Whether family comes from a close friend,
Yeah,
or actual family.
Friends.
Yeah, if it comes from a friend, that's, yeah, but it has to be, you know, true, genuine love. Like, that's the love thing. True, genuine love to me is unjudgeable, but not naive. You know, somebody who really loves you, they won't judge you, but they're not going to be naive to your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know somebody like truly, truly loves you. Like, you know what I'm saying? They understand like what you have been through, and they respect you trying to do good, but they're not going to let you do that. I mean, you're not going to be able to pull a fast one on them. Like, oh, no, like that. You know, being naive is not going to help a person either. Like, if you love somebody and you want them to do good, don't be naive to their bullshit, because when you become naive to their bullshit, you're like enabling them and you're letting them continue to do the bad things, because you're like, damn, all right. Like, you gave up this one bad vice, but you pick up this vice now. But it's not as bad as it used to be, like bad things. You're like, all right, it's okay, you know, but it's not okay, you know. That's what I had at my household, and I'm very happy for my family to let me know, like, yo, wake the fuck up, bro, nigga. Like, get your shit together. What the fuck are you doing? You're so much better than that. Like I said, I come from, my DNA structure is amazing, bro. Like, I come from some very, very amazing, super amazing people, super great bloodline, and for me to go left, it's like a slap in their face of everybody, like in my family. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know, you had no reason to be in the back of the buildings hanging out with the wrong crowd. You know, like there's no justification for it. Is it curiosity that makes us go that way? I could say yeah, and I could say no. It could be like, oh, you think you're better, that you can outbeat it? That, oh yeah, that's them. They'll fall off. I can't fall off. That's what I was thinking. That's what I thought for a long time. Like, nah, man, I got this, bro. I could do whatever I want to do. I could dibble and dabble. It's no big deal. You know, I could get into this shit and get out of it. But then the next thing you know, you're fucking 3-4 years in, and you're like looking behind, like, yo, I lost everything, and I'm about to lose the people that actually love me if I don't fucking get my shit right, yo.
Fucking Almond.
Huh?
Look at Almond Deep.
That's the dude from
Yeah.
Jamaica, fucking Quick Trip.
Yeah.
He's in Buffalo, bro. He's killing it right now. He's in Buffalo. My cousin Yaji's on there right now. What's good, Yaji? Yeah, I'm gonna stay focused, bro. I gotta stay focused, man. You know that. Yeah, like, you know, like, so what do you think the main thing is right now to make this world a little bit better? Zoom.
Yeah, I don't know if, like, I heard the whole AI thing of
like I said, I come from, my DNA structure is amazing, bro. Like, I come from some very, very amazing, super amazing people, super great bloodline, and for me to go left, it's like a slap in their face of everybody, like in my family. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know, you had no reason to be in the back of the buildings hanging out with the wrong crowd. You know, like there's no